Now, guys, I made a connection that I've never heard anybody else make ever, and it's fascinating. So, now, you know the chakra system? Well, the planets, the order of the planets, the order of our chakras, and also the story of creation. You know, in the beginning there was God, and there was the angels were made, and then the Garden of Eden, right, that, and then Earth, the humans, right? They all layer each other. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So much is so, you know, the asteroid. Well, first of all, here's the planets in order, right? The Sun, then Mercury, then Venus, and you have Earth, so on and so on, right? And then here's your chakras. You know, the chakras are the crown, you know, so on and so on. Now, okay, the asteroid belt is in between Mars and Jupiter. The asteroid belt falls right there where your belt would be. Uranus falls right here where your anus would. It all lines perfect. It's crazy how nobody's ever made this connection before. Okay, now what I did is I made 4 columns. You have your dimensions right here, your planets again. You know, here's just the graph, and then here again are your planets. Here are your chakras again, and then here's the story of creation. So now check it out. So in the beginning, before anything, right? There's just a point that's 0. It's the 0 dimension. There's no humans. There's no nothing outside of just one consciousness, right? That would be the sun. That falls under the sun. That's the crown chakra. So that's unity, right? God, source, consciousness, light. Light is consciousness, whatever. So that's just, when I say God, source, consciousness, light, it's all the same thing. It's just the consciousness. I think, first of all, I think anything conscious is God, ultimately. It's just a piece of them. Anyway, so that's 0. Then you have the first dimension. This is the first. Okay, that would be Mercury. That's not no connection. I don't see anything. And then the dimension, that would be with the point splitting. So now you have a line, which is the x-axis. And that would be the third eye. So far, I don't see no connection with that. But this is duality. This is when God consciousness splits, and you get the yin yang. It splits itself. So in other words, you get the feminine traits, the masculine traits. Feminine is curved angles. Curved. This is why the nature is all curved. You see no straight lines in nature. This is why the planet is female. Mother Nature. It's feminine, right? Curved. Women have curved hips, right? Men have square jaw lines. You know what I'm saying? You looking at this, it's clear that feminine is arched, masculine is straight. Then you have arched angles of light, right? They're perspectives. So you splitting yourself, and then you keep splitting yourself and splitting yourself and splitting yourself. But this is a 2D dimension, not right? It's not 3D. You're in a 2D dimension. It's just straight and back. That's it. So if there's no 3D and you keep splitting yourself and splitting yourself and splitting yourself into multiple different angles, you get a full circle of light, which looks like what? A halo. And now this is arched angles. Archangels or archangel. I got tongue twisted. You know what I'm saying? There's archangels. There you go. Archangels. Arched angles. Okay. Even computer code are ones and zeros, which is 1 is a straight, zeros is a curve, and it makes up everything, right? Masons have the builder's square. I mean the builder's square and the compass. The compass is arches. The compass is straight angles. Even the cabal is a cube and a ball, which the cube is the straight, the ball is the round, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Now we go to the throat. Now you're leaving the Godhead, right? So consciousness is its own energy, everything. You're going into the throat. This means you're falling. Your consciousness is splitting, and you're falling away from your head, and you're thinking, right? You're inside yourself dreaming, but you're starting to get away from source, if you will. So you need energy, and if you're gonna be a little split off version of yourself and fall down, and it's not a fall from grace, it's a fall in vibration. You're gonna need to consume energy somehow. So this is when the beginning of when you need to start eating something, because you need to basically, if you're gonna leave state or you're gonna go somewhere, you need to put a fuel in your engine. Right, so this is the garden, and okay, now in the square, okay, now the second dimension, now you have the y-axis and the x-axis. So it's still flat, but now you can go left, right. So now you're in a containment, like a square containment, which would be a garden, and then you need to begin to start eating something outside of source, because you're not You're not getting your energy from source anymore, so you need to start consuming something. So this would be where you're the containment of eating, where you need to get eating, and then everything's made up of atoms, and then as you get atom, and then when you begin eating something in the throat was Adam's apple. This is also where the bronchi splits into two, and this is where you get duality. Right, or right here where you had duality, but now in the physical, it's made in God's image. So just like you split yourself with up here, you're splitting yourself here in the physical, and you have male and female. Also, the x-axis and the y-axis is where you X chromosome and Y chromosome. The Garden of Eden is when you're eating, the Garden of Eating, and then you eat. So you ate when you ate food, and 8, the number 8 sideways is infinity. What are you doing, bro? We got puppies, and then they took a shit. Bro, I can't not watch you guys for 2 seconds. Stop fighting your kids. Then we leave the throat. They get kicked out of the Garden of Eden, right? And they go down to the heart. The heart and earth is an anagram. If you rearrange the letters of earth and heart, it's the same. Right, so this is our, and also the earth is green, Venus is blue, the heart chakra is green, and the throat is blue. If you're on earth, it's green. If you look up in the sky, it's blue, right? Okay, now the cube. Now you're in 3D. Now you have introduced the z-axis. Now you have length, width, and depth, or height, whatever. You have Mother Nature so we have Mother Nature and Father above. So we have parents and mother and father, whatever. Consciousness, dropping frequency and vibration, right? An angle of light is a star, right? So you look up in the sky and you would see the angles of light where we came from, right? There'll be stars. So there'll be falling stars, falling angles of light, falling angels. It's a system for your soul. It's a solar system. It's the universe. It's the universe. It's the U in reverse. The heart-shaped box. Ever heard a band called Pale and White? Or Nirvana. Nirvana, is I should have said that one first. That's probably the most popular one. Heart-shaped box. Heart-shaped box. Whatever. We'll skip that. On the microcosm, we're 99% made of water, right? You know, we all heard of living water at church, right? The God's in the living water. On the macrocosm, he said he separated the waters from the waters, and that's what created this place. So he's made up of water. So space would be made up of water. I'm not saying that all space is water and like 100 yards above us is water and there's no space. I don't know. It could be on a grand scale where there's billions of planets and then there's water. Or it could be on a smaller scale. I don't know, whatever your belief is. But the point is it creates a cavity in the waters of his body, and it opens up something, puts the firmament above it, below it, whatever, and it creates this pocket of existence in the heart. So ultimately, you can't go anywhere outside of it in God's body. It's living water. Whether how small a scale as that is or how big of a scale it is, whatever. And then you have the asteroid belt. Like I said, that fits right there in between Mars and Jupiter is the asteroid belt, which is conveniently right on the dude's belt. And then you have now Jupiter and sacral. I don't know much about the sacral. I know the root chakra is the lowest chakra you can get, right? It's basic survival, basic instincts, survival. But it's the 6th step, so it's 6 feet down. So that's that. I mean, there's another connection. Then you have Uranus. Now, existence, I got nothing for that because I've never existed any further than the step 3, so I got nothing for that. And then Neptune is always depicted as riding in a chariot and pulled by either 2 horses or 2 seahorses. This is Poseidon or Neptune. So that would be the legs. I mean, that's the connection I would make. Pulled by 2 horses. Everything we know is on the 2 legs, the 2 horses, right? And then the last one, Pluto. That even says at times and time again, it's not even a planet. Well, because it's not even a part of the chakra system. It's just the Pluto, right? That's what I hear is Pluto. I mean, is it as simple as that? You might say no. Well, it's as simple as that, right? It's as simple as your fucking anus. Like, So, I mean, I guess it would be as simple as that. I tried looking up plu, if it's like a Latin word. I don't know. I only put in about 15 minutes of work on that. I mean, maybe there's something more to that. Why plu? Something I don't know. But that's what I got as of now. You tell me that ain't fascinating? Am I onto something? I've started to look into alchemy and all this stuff, and these planets are rearranged bad, like Jupiter's, like for the up here. It's all it's nothing like I have. But I didn't do any manipulation. This is the exact order of the planets, the exact order of the chakras, and the exact order of creation and everything. And tell me it doesn't layer damn near perfect, like in the asteroid, but the A is like, what? There's got to be something to this. I don't know. I thought it's fascinating, but this is what I came up with. What do you think?